Stephen Frears. You need no introduction. You're one of Britain's best directors and the president of the Golden Podium Awards here at SPORTEL. You directed Muhammad Ali's Greatest Fight for HBO, and now you're working on a film about Lance Armstrong, starring Ben Foster. Could you tell us a little bit more about this project, this cycling project?
Well, it's about Lance Armstrong, bits of his life, the bits where he went wrong. I mean, there's not a great deal else to say.
Well, how?
Everybody knows the story.
Oh, but nobody knows it the way you're going to show it.
Well, none of the documentaries have shown what we show because, of course, we show him taking drugs and lying and being nasty to people.
And the angle that you're trying to show of him is not so much of his glory and all that we know.
Well, I think it's an extraordinary story. I think it's a very, very modern story. It's a sort of modern. I think it's tragic. I think it's a complete waste. I mean, he was such a talented man and did a lot of good. And then to have all this, particularly the lying and the bullying, as well as the doping.
So it's not the aspect of cheating so much that might be the focus, but more of the pressuring the other riders to lie and the.
Well, it's about a tragic figure or a man with flaws in his character.
And is this anything like any film you've ever treated before? Is this a total new?
Well, I hope it's something new. I mean, it's been new to me.
You've done other sport film, as I just mentioned, Muhammad Ali. What is your attraction to sport? Where does this interest come from?
I watch soccer. I've watched soccer all my life. I've watched cricket all my life. I watch quite a lot of sport. Nothing more. I don't know anything about it from the inside. I'm just a spectator.
Do you have, relative to your other films, The Queen, some of the more classic films, does this world of sport have anything else besides just, is there something it brings to you personally?
No, except that you can see it's part of modern life in some I think sportsmen are now more admired or worshipped, whatever you call them, than film stars. Sports stars are now it. Film stars are forgotten. If you watch Neymar or Messi or Rooney, I mean, they're huge, much bigger than movie stars. Well, not George Clooney, but, they're young people, they like footballers.
So you would say that the life of an athlete has a longer glory span than necessarily a film star?
Well, footballers have become probably richer than film stars, so somebody values them. It's just when you look at the modern world, you can see that. I mean, when I grew up, they all wore long shorts and they were working class men and they caught the bus to work. Now they live these extraordinary lives. And I've seen that happen in my lifetime. So Lance Armstrong made this sport, he turned it into this huge money-earning sport. But of course, he paid a price.
And did cycling pay a price?
Well, I think they've been cleaning up for the last few years, yes.
More specifically, you've seen a lot of evolution in the filmmaking that you've been doing, television and theater, but mostly in the film. How has all this change of technology that's affecting the broadcasting here at SPORTEL, how is it influenced from a director's point of view? Is there a change that all this technology?
Well, if you make action films, it's easy to go to the moon, whereas it used to be difficult to do those sort of things. Now it's quite easy. But it's not so much that, it's to do with the audience's attention becoming shorter, the audience becoming used to those sort of technical tricks. So when you make a film now, whether you try or not, they're always full of this technology because the audience is so used to it.
So in a way, the audience is dictating to you the use of this technology because their attention span is shrunk?
Well, because they've got used to it because they've seen it on TV so much. They've just got used to it. So you now make films knowing that the audience has become what it's become. I mean, an audience can't be wrong. The audience just sits there and sees something. But you can see, I mean, it's odd because I made films with Judi Dench or with Helen Mirren. They play to an older audience. But young people, you can see, aren't interested. Whereas when I was young, I was interested in films, in a different kind of film.
So in fact,
and sport is a very, very it's become a very modern phenomenon. I mean, I know it was always there, but it's such huge business now, sport. So I don't see how you can sort of exclude it from life.
So basically, when you come to a place like Sportel, this is your first time here, I
Yeah.
imagine. Are you a fish out of water because you're amongst all these
Well,
broadcasters and
well,
sports
I am.
people?
Yes, of course, I'm a fish out of water. They're all sports people and sports broadcasters, but it's phenomenal. You realise what a huge industry it is. Well, that industry didn't exist when I was a child, so a new industry has sprung up, and I actually find that rather interesting.
So this opportunity to come as the president of the jury, do you think you'll ever find yourself at a Sportel convention again?
No, I doubt it, but it's been very, very interesting. You learn a bit more about the world.
You know, it's celebrating its 25th anniversary, and so if you would humor us by saying "Happy Birthday, Sportel," we would be most
Oh, I hate
appreciative.
doing this. Happy birthday, Sportel. Is that right?